This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Corner so hard, he had to avoid Jack Sprague and slip the racetrack a little bit, but Ted Musgrave was not able to get underneath him.
Now, every one of these guys you see in the screen field, they all want to get to the bottom, and they're trying so hard over turn 4. We got trucks heading every which direction.
Bill Lester, Brendan Gaughan involved in our first accident, which has brought out caution on lap number 1. Bill Lester gets spun back around. Brendan Gaughan still stopped up against the wall. That's actually very close to his pit stall also, but just on the wrong side of the wall.
Looks like he's damaged the front of that truck, Phil, because he can't get it to go. And bottom of the racetrack.
I think he has maybe some left front damage. It looked like he tried to move his truck, wasn't able. Brendan going. You see Brendan on the inside, right in the middle of your screen. He's going to drive in there. Just a chain reaction deal. The 50 truck gets turned around. Brendan with nowhere to go. Makes a little bit of contact on the inside wall, but
didn't look like it would have hurt it. But
I think we've run long enough now. We just completed lap number 31.
Oh, we got a spin.
And we got a spin. Looks like David Reagan coming off turn number 2. That will bring out the caution. I think we've run enough now that I think everyone will hit pit road, and the majority of them, if we get enough caution laps, will stay out, and this may be their only pit stop, Michael.
What do you think about tires right now, Phil? Are they? I guess if your truck isn't handling the way you want it to, maybe you make some air pressure adjustments. You put on some tires. Jack Sprague is.
I think a left rear tire blew on the number 50.
Well, if we could run it back, the reason why... There it is, right there now. You'll call that one. That's what I thought would happen. It'd be interesting to see if NASCAR thinks he did that on purpose.
I'll tell you how good Ron is. You see, he made a lot of
it, Michael.
And he made a lot of smoke, too, to try to get that caution. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
That takes a lot of experience.
I mean, when the carcass came off, he did 365, but he did that extra 360 to make sure NASCAR saw it.
Yes,
that's a guy that knows how to drive his truck. He knows what he can...
Predicted that one.
Or maybe they just don't pay attention to what we say. They might listen.
Okay, but
depends on cautions. That was back on lap 35. We haven't seen as many, of course, as they wanted. So Ted Musgrave maybe hung out to dry here in Martinsville.
The problem with that is,
trouble in the front stretch. Big crash.
Damon lost the 25 truck.
A lot of damage to the front of the 25. The caution comes out for the 4th time. Again, Damon Lusk taking over that driving position from Boston Reed.
He's decided, y'all. He's going to stay out. And you notice the 25 put a lot of fluid down the track. This is going to take a while to clean up to make sure the track is dry. It's exactly what Ted Musgrave's crew chief wanted. Like I said, if they get that 30 laps, in which they're going to get, they're going to be okay.
Damon Lusk got spun around. Someone got spot on the racetrack, but Robert Richardson a few laps down, actually, as Mark Martin's moving toward the front.
You know, we've had this running order for the longest time. We've had Ted Musgrave in the lead. We've had Jack Sprague and, trouble for Kerry Earnhardt in the 13 truck. Caution flag is out.
That's the 7th caution of the day.
Wow.
And I'm sure that
was a big blow up there, Phil.
It sure was.
The 9 team is counting how many times the caution comes out and how many caution flag laps we've gone.
I can start changing my mind now, though. They're having a lot more caution laps now. I think he might make it, too.
Good job, Kerry.
Brendan Gaughan will receive the Aaron's Lucky Dog.
Now they're going to black flag.
He's got to pit, Phil. We saw this at Talladega with Ty Bodine. It doesn't matter if they disagree or not.
Problem, Aaron Crocker gets turned around in the number 98. She was running well, was up in the 16th position. And as the drama continues for Ted Musgrave, Aaron Crocker brings out our 8th caution of the day.
Well, this is a big break for Ted Musgrave. Let's watch Aaron Crocker. She's going to be on the inside of the 21, Bobby. She committed to the bottom of the racetrack. Bobby came down. Aaron did a good job staying off the curve, but unfortunately spun that truck around. I'm not sure.
Even though he's 2 laps down. So if he can stay there, get a couple of quick cautions, he's going to have to get a couple of quick ones, though. We got a spinner.
Problem with the 77 of Brendan Gaughan again and Cameron Dodson in that 63.
He got one of them, Michael.
He needs them quick, and now he's in good shape. He's going to get one back here, and after he gets this one back, then he's in a position to race for the other one if he needs it. But until he got this one back, he was in trouble.
And right now, he will be the only truck 1 lap down unless somebody has trouble in the pits and loses a lap in the pits. Let's take a look. That's Cameron Dodson, the 63. Brendan Gaughan, the 77, drives in and makes a little bit of contact. Both trucks turn around. They both got going without losing a lap.
This was not a very good finish to his pit stop.
Man, they were coming around to change the left side tires, and David took off. I don't know if he was afraid of getting lapped, if the safety car was right on him or what, but he gassed it up, and they weren't done yet. deep in traffic. Many good trucks between them and Jack Sprague. Those guys don't have a prayer to get back to the front unless they start spinning people out.
And speaking of spinning, the 50 of David Reagan around again.
That was the truck that was immediately in front of the 30 of Todd Bodine. So looks like there's something yellow sticking in the back bumper. Maybe that's part of his route. See if we can take a look there. You see the trucks wiggling in front of them. The 50 truck's going to move to the right behind the 33, and Todd's going to drive in there, make a little bit of contact.
And around he goes.
And around he went.
We're remaining at Martinsville Speedway, the final short track race of the season for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Jack Sprague started on the pole, and problems early on in this restart. We've got a big melee in turn number 1. Chad McCumbee involved in it.
There's Robert Richardson right there, the 1 truck. We've got 63 of Cameron Dodson, 98 of Aaron Crocker. There's a 08 of Chad McCumbee. J.C. Stout in the 91 truck.
Quite a few trucks involved in this. This is the 11th caution of the day. Being warned for brake checking on the restart. Well, Jack Sprague was just warned by NASCAR about brake checking on that restart.
Little contact right there. The 15 truck of Kyle Busch tried to get in front of Johnny Benson. Johnny says, I want that spot back.
Johnny Benson holding on to the position. Now on the inside, Kyle Busch trying to make the move.
Kyle wanted to make sure he wanted it real bad. We got a spinner, Bliss, right in the middle of things.
Coming out of 4, Mike Bliss has problems. That 16 gets turned around, and our 12th caution of the day has come out.
The lead lap, so he's going to lose all his track position. You see him on the outside. Looked like, was there a little contact from the 46 of Denny Hamlin, Michael?
Who ran into us?
Who ran into us, Bliss says.
Yeah, it's going to be Denny Hamlin, Mike, is who it was.
Start finish line, it'll be 8 to go. Just over 4 miles of racing for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series final race on a short track of 2006.
Good battle for third right there. Teammates, rookie Eric Darnell in the 99 Northern Tool Ford and Mark Martin in the number 6 Scott's Ford. I think if it wasn't his teammate, we might have saw Mark push a little bit harder when he got up beside Eric a little bit earlier. But Mark knows that his teammate, he knows he's the rookie, trying to have a great run here at Martinsville. He didn't take advantage of the situation.
The gap still fairly large between Jack Sprague and David Starr, almost a second separating the two of them. Jack Sprague looking for a win here at Martinsville.
And David hasn't been able to gain anything. Jack had a second lead about 6-8 laps ago. David's not been able to gain any ground on him. He needs something to happen. He needs Jack to slip, or he needs to get caught up in some traffic.
Behind them, Mike Skinner at 46 of Denny Hamlin, Rick Crawford in the 14.
Skinner's running in 7th position, Phil, and you know, in the first 10 laps of this race, we thought he wouldn't finish in the top 20. And they've worked on that truck, they've gotten it better, now he's a solid top 10 truck.
Obviously, Jeff Hensley and his guys made the right adjustments. He's got a good strong top 10 run going. Mike Skinner has been very good. Last 4 races, 7th, 2nd, 1st, and 2nd. That team's on a roll right now.
He's charged his way up the points, too. You know what kind of year he got off, start he got off to. He was having trouble every week. Now he's within shouting distance of the top 10.
Coming out of 4, our leader crosses the start-finish line. 3 laps of racing to go. David Starr, 0.8 of a second behind Jack Sprague.
Man, he cuts it down 1 lap and loses a little the next.
In the points battle, Johnny Benson running 5th, Todd Bodine running 14th. And so, pretty good gap there between Benson and Bodine. The spotter letting him know. Next time by the white flag. 2 laps of racing to go for Jack Sprague.
Pretty heavy traffic for Jack Sprague right now. He's got the 91 right there. He's going to be able to get by J.C. Stout. He's got some more trucks right in front of him. There's the 1, Robert Richardson. And he's got David Starr right there. He's going to gain some this lap.
White flag flies. David Starr behind Jack Sprague as they cross the start-finish line. Under a half a mile to go. Jack Sprague behind Robert Richardson.
He better not slip down here, Phil, as they go into turn 3. Sprague is there.
Jack Sprague.
Look at him.
Right
Close it
behind
right up.
Robert Richardson, and it will be Jack Sprague coming out and grabbing the checkered flags for the Kroger 200. David Starr, a valiant effort trying to reel in Sprague at the end of this race. A great finish for Eric Darnell, the rookie.
And Johnny Benson does what he has to do. He gains points on Todd Bodine. Todd Bodine is going to finish in the 14th spot. Johnny's going to finish 5th.
That's 9. 9 positions. We're looking for 5 or 6 a race, and when we get to Homestead, neither one of those cats will be able to breathe. And that's like, it's so topsy-turvy when you're that close, you can't tell what's going to happen.
In the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, only one season has it been decided prior to the final race who our champion will be. And it looks as though 2006 will be another fantastic finish for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Jack Sprague will make his way to victory lane. And when we come back, we'll hear from the winner of the Kroger 200.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.